not going to go all around LaSalle, go to Chatham, then come back around to Sarnia and come here. You'll take the shortest route. Why? Because you want to save petrol, you want to save time, you want to save money. So you minimize your loss, maximize your gain. That principle applies in every aspect of your life. And Blaise Pascal uses that same principle to make this wager. And so I've given you two groups. Blaise Pascal, who is a believer, okay, versus his friends who are unbelievers. Okay? Now, using the principle of maximal utility, what do you think? Okay, so before I get into that, what's the difference between a believer and an unbeliever? A believer will have a certain set of standards or moral codes that he follows that's outside of him. So his main agenda would be doing right over feeling good. Right? Or wrong? Kind of, yeah. So Blaise Pascal would live by kind of like by this principle, whereas his friends would have it backwards. Okay. So in this, to make it kind of comprehensible, what I'm going to be doing is using this one principle. I'm going to grade the happiness quotient. Okay. So how happy each person feels. Okay. So from a scale of 0 to 100, 100 being the most happiest and 0 being the least happiest, Blaise Pascal and his friends are being compared in two scenarios. A reality where there is no God and a reality where there is God. Okay? So Blaise Pascal, if he's a believer, he's going to be doing the right thing over feeling good. So in both scenarios, he's going to feel what? Probably out of a 0 to 100, he may be like 50% happy all the time. Okay? So in both scenarios, he's 50% happy. Whereas compared to his friends who are going to be like 80. Okay, let's give them a solid 90. They're happy. They're living their life, you know, gambling, going out for parties, you know, doing whatever they want. So they get this. So for them, it's always, regardless of if there is a God or there is a God or there is no God, their life, they're almost happy. They're doing whatever they want. But in the reality where there is no God, what happens to Blaise Pascal after he dies? So this is after he dies. What happens to him if there is no God? Nothing. So what happens? So what number do you put? 0. Okay. What happens to his friends?
0.
Same thing. Yes? 0. Now tell me what happens to Pascal if there is a God?
100.
No.
Infinite.
Okay. Why do you say infinite?
Because God is infinite.
Okay. Not only God, heaven is infinite. So he gets plus infinity. But what happens to his friends? If they lived whatever life they want, what happens to them? Okay. They get minus infinity.
Yeah.
So, my question, or Blaise Pascal's question would be, what should a logical, rational mind, or he would tell his intellectual friends, what should you choose? By using the principle of maximal utility, what position is the safest for you to be in?
God exists.
Or you give me the answer. What do you think?
That God exists.
So you are saying here, not here?
No.
You're plus 90? No? Okay, what about this? Plus 90 and 0? Is this not safe? Okay. So you choose the one which is
Maximum.
the best with the principle of maximal utility. Where did I put it? Yeah.
Maximum.
This is the best position to be in. So Blaise Pascal is trying to show his friends, hey, or his intellectual friends, he's trying to show if you're going to apply the principle of maximal utility, that is the position that you should take. But do you think his friends will take that position?
No.
So the whole point of Blaise Pascal's wager is not to show you that that's what you should choose. It's to show you that even though you're shown the probability, you still won't choose it. Why? Why won't you still choose it? Why won't people who don't know God choose this probability? Because his friends did the same. They were intellectuals, but they never chose that. Because Blaise Pascal's wager is this, that if his friends always thought they were intellectual, if we were all actually intellectual, we would choose this. But we are not intellectuals. We are not rational minded. We are emotional. We are driven by our hearts. And because we are driven by our heart is against God. So his friends' hearts as well is against God, is at enmity with God. They don't want to do anything with God. Because if you were rational, if they were rational, they would choose. But they're not. They're emotional. Because the moment you accept that there is a God, what happens to their lifestyle? Can they feel good anymore with their life?
No.
They can?
No.
Not that much. You cannot feel good anymore. There is a consequence to your choices.
Yeah.
So your heart doesn't want to accept. So Blaise Pascal is basically telling, you are not as rational minded as you are. Because if you were, you would have chosen it. But because you are not, and your heart is the driving factor for your choices, you will not choose this. Because you are against God. So that is Pascal's wager. Okay? Now, to get into the second part, and this is what I was telling you. Chirag sent this video yesterday and he couldn't be here. Do you have something to add? Yes, please.
One more thing.
Yeah.
He also addresses the myth of blank.
The myth of. Yeah.
Who said?
Ivan.
Exactly. That's important.
The what?
The myth of neutrality. So it's for anybody who thinks that I don't have to make a choice. So he's saying, yeah, okay, you can choose if there is a God or there is no God. But can you be neutral here?
No, you already made it.
No.
Exactly. If you choose, if you're saying, you know what, I'm not going to make a choice, I'm going to be like right here. You don't have that there. You cannot be there. Because if you choose this, you're either here or there or there or there. You're going to be that. You cannot fall right in the middle. Because you have already made a choice. If you make your mind saying, you know what, I'm going to make a choice, you've already made a choice. Probably, most likely you're choosing this. Because you've ignored reality as such. So that is what Blaise Pascal addresses in another sense, claiming the myth of neutrality. It's a myth. It's not there. You cannot be neutral. Either you are for God or you are against God. Okay? So, I'm going to play this 1 minute video. And it's from the movie Life of Pi. So Chirag sent it yesterday. He couldn't be here. He's working. So let's watch it and then let's talk about it. Okay?
You cannot follow three different religions at the same time, you see.
Why not?
Because believing in everything at the same time is the same as not believing in anything at all.
He's young, Santosh. He's still finding his way.
And how can he find his way if he does not choose a path? Listen, instead of leaping from one religion to the next, why not start with reason? In a few hundred years, science has taken us farther in understanding the universe than the religion has in 10,000.
That is true. Your father is right. Science can teach us more about what is out there, but not what is in here.
Yeah, some eat meat, some eat vegetable. I do not expect us all to hear about everything, but I'd much rather have you believe in something I don't agree with than to accept everything blindly.
The difference between a lady.
Okay. What do you guys think? You think it's a good video, bad video? What do you think?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
I would like to ask what a vey is.
Okay.
What's a vey?
I don't know. What's it?
Wait.
Wait.
He said, well, he's still, the child was still looking to find his vey.
It's a way.
His path.
No, he's just pulling it.
Thank you.
And you were like, what's wrong with
Yeah.
it?
There's nothing wrong there.
Even I couldn't understand the first time.
Okay, what do you guys think? I need your thoughts. Like, I want this to be an interactive session. Okay.
Yeah.
Radna, look up. Okay.
It is directly related to what you said and exemplified. You can't be in that position and say, okay, I'm not there, I'm not here. No. You cannot be like that. And accepting three things, in this case, three different religions, they are not necessarily aligning with one another. That's the point.
Good point.
Sometimes it is juxtaposition. And I've tried that, and I've seen that in people. So you can't be half Christian and half, let's say, I would like to exemplify, especially there was plenty of things to say tonight, even. We should make some time and discuss what you said about the Muslim God. But anyway, one of the very preposterous things that I have heard in my life is that, like the Islamic Republic, where I come from, okay, or the Islamist feminist, these terms, they are not aligning with one another. You know what I'm saying?
Oxymorons.
So, yes, that is 100% true. So once you coin these words, you are actually making them up. You can't live through them. I don't know how to say it. Actually, it is a bit complicated.
It's
But
like being a boy and a girl.
yes, you can't be. It is black and white.
Yeah.
That's the point, and that's the point of the relative truth, and about the guy that you said. But anyway, I've got plenty of things to say tonight.
Okay. Any other thoughts? I want thoughts. Jimmy.
Oh, I do agree that you believe in 3 religions. You're not really.
No, he's in the video. He's actually following. He's trying to follow it.
Yeah, and you can't be honest to any. But he makes a mistake. His conclusion saying now science
Who makes mistake? The father.
is
Okay.
the
good,
solution.
good point.
That's also that. How can we say that's right? For his wife to say, "Oh, believe your dad is right," she's not based on anything. I mean, she's comparing religion to science, and she's making a claim which we don't think is true, that for thousands of generations science has been right, whereas religion has only come recently. Whereas I think religion has been there longer. So I don't know if you are if you are that child, you don't know what to believe. I think it's good to start your own path.
Okay.
Because yeah.
Chris, what did you want to say?
He was kind of mentioning instead of choosing all different paths blindly, you need to search for a reason.
Start with the reason.
Yeah.
Start with
So
the reason.
I'm not sure if he was suggesting to find a reason to satisfy oneself
Yes.
with the religion.
He
Sure.
showed the way, but not the correct path. Like a medium to reach that, but the suggestion he made was wrong. Science.
Chalo.
Same answer what Sawmill answered. Means the medium he chose, means obviously the film what is shown, like how Indian parents were, like how Asian parents are. That's the way, like he was showing him the path, but couldn't show him exactly what he has to. Means at the end of the day, he was saying that you yourself are responsible to figure out that path all by yourself. That's what. That's the nature of a father.
Okay.
As we can.
Okay. So I'm going to put it to Michael quickly.
Okay, so it does seem like a bit that with Christianity, what makes it different from the other religions, right, is that it seems like other religions are more like a cult. And the reason why is because those religions take place in certain countries, right? So there's a specific ethnic majority that follow that religion. So because it's kind of like a rite of passage, you know, rather than like you committed sin and you need to repent, right, from that sin. It's more of like you committed sin, but it's kind of okay because you're this religion, you're Muslim or whatever. Anyways, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to touch on it. Go ahead.
Just 2 verses that I remember, like for the myth of neutrality in the Bible, Jesus says, "Who is not against? He's not against us, he is for us." And the other one is good tree cannot bear bad fruits.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you a quick question. Who all agrees with the son here? Who all agrees with young Pi? Young Pi. Young Pi team. Nobody? No.
What
Okay.
did
Your
you
fight didn't say anything.
Young Pi is following all religions. You agree with him or no?
Oh.
Okay. Nobody agrees. Okay. Who all agrees with the mother?
She
Okay. Okay. You can do half. You can do half. If you want to do half, we can do half.
He was like
Yeah.
both hand and.
Yeah, both end. Okay. Who agrees with the dad?
Also have.
Half. Okay. The right answer is half for the mother and the father because the son, though young Pi is still young, he's got to grow. But the father is right in one thing. He said you cannot follow everything. You have to choose one. The father is wrong when he kind of pushed science, which tells me I think he's an atheist. Okay, from what I see. Michael, what do you think?
So I feel like science and Christianity kind of go hand in hand.
Yes, but the father kind of pushed religion out by saying science will throw religion
I
out.
would agree with him doing that.
That's what I said. I think he's an atheist.
I think he was trying to be neutral because I don't think he was trying to push a specific religion onto his kid, right?
No,
So
yeah,
it's
no,
like-
no. But for the topic here, it is a different. Okay, so and what about the mother? What's the mother right in?
Doesn't explain about what we feel, I mean, inside the heart.
Okay, so the mother is wrong in terms of saying that, or right in this sense that science can maybe show you evidence, give you evidence of God, but science can never prove to you God. It is only about God is only revealed to you. God has to reveal himself to you. That's only how you know about God. No matter who it may be, God has to reveal himself to you. So, using Pascal's wager, we are going to help young Pi kind of navigate all the religions in the world. So he's in India right now. You know, in India we've got so many religions. You've got Hinduism, Sikhism, Buddhism, you've got Islam, you've got Christianity, you've got all of it. How can we help young Pi? For that, I have before me
Brolin's wager.
Brolin's wager, yeah.
Can everyone see it?
Yeah. Straighten it out some more.
Okay. So for saving time, I had written it down before. So we're going to help young Pi follow his dad's advice. So this is young Pi. He's thinking, what do I choose? Okay. He's got atheism, he's got Hinduism. I can put Hinduism, Buddhism, and I will put Sikhism all around the same area because they have very similar teaching. You've got Islam and you've got Christianity. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Pascal's wager or something of that sort and use it on two topics. What do all these religions say about Jesus? And what do all these religions say about how do you get to heaven? Now I put atheism as a religion because it is a religion. It's a religion in which there is no God. Because they believe, they have faith in themselves and in their whatever they believe in. Okay? So, in atheism, what do they think about Jesus? Okay, he's a man. I go as far as to say he's a clump of cells. Okay? Okay? That's what he is. Just to make it, reducto the absurdum, whatever that is.
Yeah.
That's the one. Okay. So, okay. What does Hinduism or Buddhism say about Jesus? Is a guru or is a is a Guruji. Guruji is in Buddhism is an enlightened ascended master. He's an enlightened one. Okay. Enlightened
Monk.
Enlightened. Yeah, he's a monk. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the oldest.
So I'm saying these things. I know some of you are not Christians, but this is not to make fun, but this is to show you facts about certain things. How we all differ. Okay, this is to compare and contrast between all these different worldviews or religions on these two topics. Okay, and then you're going to help young Pi choose. You have to help him choose. Okay, you can't leave him stranded. So what does Islam say about Jesus?
Prophet.
Okay, he's a prophet. Yeah.
He was not crucified.
Okay, good point. Okay, so he was not. So I'll put the cross, and I'll put no, he was not crucified. Okay.
But he didn't
Okay. But he was not crucified. Okay. Okay. So, what does Christianity say that Jesus? Who Jesus is?
God.
died for
God?
our sins,
Son of man.
Son of God.
Okay,
Savior.
God and he died on the cross. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I like that. Okay.
Put a tick mark.
Yeah. Check. Okay. You did that. Okay. Judaism I've avoided because it's a little more of a different topic because you need to know about Judaism before. It's not one. Yes, it is a main one. It is. You can put it there, but I don't want to talk about it right now. This is like the main four major ones I want to talk about. I can do it. It's just another one in there. Judaism is actually this offshoot. I can put his prophet as well in Judaism.
Those four would have the greatest number for sure.
Or for people. Yes.
And
Judaism is like very minute in terms of percentage.
Yeah, it's less than half of 1% of the world's population.
But
Major ones are these
Jews,
ones.
Jews say that Jesus never existed and all. Don't
They believe he existed.
But he's a prophet for them. He's a prophet for them. That's why it's very similar to Islam. But I don't want. It's a different topic. Yeah.
According to Jews,
He's also not. Yeah, honestly.
a revolutionary, someone that claims to
Yeah.
be Christ.
Yeah. Okay. So
Great figures we can read. What's it say under Hinduism?
Guruji, enlightened,
Guruji?
monk.
Oh, that's a-
He's like a teacher. He's a teacher. A very high. Yeah. A very highly esteemed teacher. Okay. So, how do you get to heaven in atheism?
No heaven.
There's
Okay.
There's no heaven.
Okay. So there is no heaven. So nothing. Okay. You vanish into
Bruh.
nothingness.
In different worlds.
Okay.
I mean, they should have said bruh.
Okay. So what about how do you get to heaven? David, guys, listen. How do you get to heaven in Hinduism? Okay, you have karma. Okay, you have the karmic cycle, and karma basically is do good and let your it depends on your life. If you live a really good life, you're being born again as an higher being until you reach nirvana.
Is it
nirvana or heaven?
Is it reincarnation?
Performance-based.
Yeah.
Yes, it's performance based. So you're in this loop. If you have bad karma, you're going to be born as a bad creature, like I don't know, a dog maybe, or whatever. Okay. So you have this cycle going on. What does Islam say?
Causing unnecessary stress.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of all them come. Okay. In Islam, your good works have to outweigh your bad works. Okay. So basically, if you have more than 50% of good deeds, you are going where? You're going Jannah. You're going heaven. What does Christianity say?
100%. 100%.
Are you sure?
I mean, we don't have to do anything.
Yeah. We'll talk about that. Okay. So in Christianity,
Perfection.
you need to be 100% perfect. Okay, meaning you need to be 100% good, which means you have to be perfect. Okay? So, young Pi is looking at all of this. Ooh. Okay? Now, just ignore, for now, I want you to ignore the Jesus topic. Yeah, Pi has never heard about Jesus. Okay? Pi is just looking at how to get to heaven. Yeah, go ahead. Tell me.
So, I feel like when you say 100% perfect, so no one's 100% perfect, right?
We'll get to that. Don't jump ahead of me. Just stay. Hold on. Yeah. Okay, so if young Pi is just looking at how to get to heaven, which position should he choose? To be safe. Just to be safe. He doesn't know which of this is true. And just for a second put all your biases aside, which you can't, but try to be rational minded. Okay? So, what religion should a rational-minded, pragmatic or rational-minded young Pi choose just to be safe? What should he choose?
To get into heaven.
Yeah, to get there. And just because he doesn't know which of this is true. It could be that Hinduism is true. It could be that Islam is true. It could be that Christianity is true, or it could be that there's nothing. But just to be safe, which position should he aim for? Why? Why do you say Christianity? Why not now? Anybody else?
Just to be safe.
Okay.
I don't think I think it's gonna. I have to explain it in detail.
Okay, later. Go ahead.
He should or he would?
He should.
He should. It's
rational
rational
He should
decision.
choose Christianity, but being 100% good would be a burden on himself.
Yeah.
Probably.
Okay.
Islam or something.
That, to me, Pascal's wager.
Okay. In what sense?
In the sense that it made sense to me in a way that if there is even a 50-50 chance for afterlife, then okay, I can live a good life and then I can have the 50%. If not, so nothing. In the other one, it is 0-100. So that is a yawning gap. So it how would I say? The consequences of making a wrong decision is way higher than the not considering the good one. But in this case, this is about 100% and it's about, again, 50%. So again, mathematically speaking, which is a very bad way to put it, but anyway, mathematically speaking, to me it makes sense to go for Christianity.
Okay. Ivan, now you can share. Please, go ahead. Why did you say choose that position?
Because choose what?
Choose, it's better for young Pi
Yeah.
to choose
Oh,
this.
okay.
Why?
Because you will never be 100% perfect, but you cover 75% of all of them.
Okay.
So if you aim towards be perfect and you're like 90, you cover Islam, Hinduism, and atheism. So you're good in everything, being like using the wagers mindset. But if Christianity is true, I won't get to heaven.
Okay.
Like,
Okay. Let me
That's
highlight.
not
Highlight.
possible.
Okay. So the point that I'm trying to make is this. Okay.
Shooting for clouds and then.
Nobody can be 100% good. However, if you're just taking probability or if you're just taking a percentage wise on how to get to heaven just by your good deeds, I would aim for the one with the highest standard. Because if in case I miss it, I still qualify for everything else. If I'm just 90% good, or let's just say I am 52% good, I qualify for Jannah, I will qualify for Hinduism, and here though, I qualify regardless, okay? So you get the point of what I'm trying to say. The one, just by using your rational and pragmatism, you want to choose the one with the highest standard. However, this is the thing. Can you be 100% perfect?
No.
Can anyone be 100% perfect?
No.
Okay. So, let's go to the end of the, like, you know what happens at the end of the story for Life of Pi. And Life of Pi, at the end of the day, at the end of the story, it goes on to say, what should you choose? The one with the better story. That's what the book says. You go out of, if you are kind of conflicted between which religion you should choose, and if this doesn't convince you, the book says, go for the one with the better story. And what has the best story? Christianity has the best story. Why? Because you can never be 100% perfect. You can never be this. So everybody in this room right now can never be this. If Christianity is true, and this is what the God of the Bible expects of you, you have failed. You will never reach. I know Roger won't reach, Yvonne won't reach, Mother Teresa won't reach, Gandhi will not reach, and definitely not me. None of us will. But God did do something. The same God who expects this from you did something for you 2000 years before. He came down into creation as a man, Jesus, and died. That's where Islam and Christianity differs. He died on the cross, took your sins, so that one day you can be with him. He took it. What he expects from you, he already supplied. He gave it to you. If you believe him as your Lord and your Savior. And on that one count, we have the greatest story ever told. The best story out there, we have it. That God himself came down into creation and became a man, died for you and rose again. So that if you believe in him, you have everlasting life. And so, just so you know, and before you get to that, most of the, and this just to add to what Ivan said, all the religion in the world will say, do this, do that, try, maybe, if you do this, if you do that, you may get into heaven. There is no surety. You don't have surety. But Jesus says what? It is finished. It is done. So let's read Revelation 20. I want you guys to open up the Bible. So this is the last book of the Bible. And let's hear from Jesus' own mouth. Come on, you're reading. Revelation 21. 21, yeah. 21. From 1 till, don't read, wait, hold on. 1 till 8. So the last book of the Bible, Jesus is speaking, Jesus is going to speak soon. And John, his disciple, sees this vision, okay? And he sees Jesus speaking to him. So let's hear what Jesus is saying about what's going to happen. Just to give you a prelude to what's going to come, okay?
All right. Revelation chapter 21.
Page number.
1 to 8, page number 977.
And from the small Bible, 977.
21. All right, it says, Then I saw a new heaven and a new earth. For the first heaven and the first earth had passed away, and the sea was no more. And I saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down out of heaven from God, prepared as a bride, adorned for her husband. And I heard a loud voice from the throne saying, Behold, the dwelling place of God is with men. He will dwell with them, and they will be his people, and God himself will be with them as their God. He will wipe away every tear from their eyes, and death shall be no more. Neither shall be there mourning, nor crying, nor pain any more, for the former things have passed away. And he who was seated on the throne said, Behold, I am making all things new. Also he said, Write this down, for these words are trustworthy and true. And he said to me, It is done. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. To the thirsty I will give from the spring of water of life without payment. The one who conquers will have this heritage and I will be his God, and he will be my son. But as for the cowardly, the faithless, the detestable, as for the murderers, the sexually immoral, sorcerers, idolaters, and all liars, their portion will be in the lake that burns with fire and sulfur, which is the second death.
Okay, thank you. So just to end it off, and this is it. So young Pi is, wants to choose Christianity. You know what happens to him? All his sins get put on Jesus. And all of Jesus' righteousness get put on young pie. So that when God, who expects 100% perfection, looks at young pie, he sees Jesus. So just by that one story, you have the greatest story ever told. All the other gods out there for all the other religions makes you want to become what they want you to be. But our God already has done it for you. And so that is the greatest story ever told. And one day he is coming back. And he's coming back in the clouds. And he's going to gather his people. So the question is, do you want to be part of his people? Thank you.
Any questions for Brolin? Because I have to tell you, when I first heard Pascal